Hello everyone, this is Beastly Eel here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the latest episode of the Book of Boba Fett. In this episode, we get to see a little bit more of his past in the sense of like what he was doing with the Sand People, and trying to make trades with them. And it looks like he was trying to make trades with the Pikes, and now he's going to go to war with the Pikes. I'll get into more of that in a minute. And that's kind of all we saw of his past. So in the present, he's got to deal with being attempted to be murdered a few times. Um, he has a Wookiee try to kill him. He beats them up, beats them up. Um, he also has to deal with a cybernetic gang, which is a group of people organic people who were infused with robotics to make themselves superior. He beats them. He doesn't really beat them. He kind of has a conversation with them to join him, and they do so, which I find odd. And we also see that the person who hired him to deal with these people were not happy with the fact that he hired them to work for him. So Boba Fett's not making friends. This is when the Wookiee actually attacks him, and this is the Wookiee we saw that were with the two Hutts. So it breaks him out of his little chamber, starts beating him up, tries to kill him. The four cybernetic people tried to stop it, couldn't. That's when the two pigs come out and they start fighting, and it looks like the Wookiee's gonna win. And then his assassin friend opens up the chamber. He falls in. She throws a knife. He 100% falls in because he was holding on with his fingers, and she locked him up. The Hutt showed up and offered a Rancor to Boba Fett as a peace offering because they realize they're being played as well. And apparently, they say with warning um, that the mayor is the one who is thought to be going to be ruling their section, and that's why they're leaving. So they offer him the Rancor and the Wookiee, but Boba Fett decides to keep the Rancor, Rancor. Anyway, not the point. The creature from the Star Wars movies that was underground that Luke Skywalker had to kill. So apparently they're creatures that are not just violent, but they bond with whoever their owner is and take on kind of their personality. And the trainer happens to be Danny Trejo, which I think is awesome. And it seems like the Rancor is going to try to be used for good, which I'm not positive how that's going to go, but we'll see. Um, and then they decide to go after the mayor after listening to the Hutts, and they go to hunt the mayor down. So they go in, and the mayor's not there, and they deal with the deputy mayor, and he tries to escape. Well, Boba Fett and his gang go after him. So the Cybernetic gang actually destroys the guy's car after a long car scene or hovercraft scene. They fight in the sense of like they fight cars or vehicles, and then they realize that the mayor is actually working with the Pikes, and the Pikes are coming in to supposedly wage a war. So Boba Fett decides that the Pikes are going to be starting a war, and he has to be ready for it. So he's preparing his army, which is just him, the assassin, the two pigs, and the four part robot, part organic creatures. So we see that the Pikes have officially landed on the planet already, and that's how the episode ends. So this episode was not bad. I will say that. Overall, the episode, in my opinion, should have been the first episode. Um, in the sense of we got an idea of everything that's going on. We get a better idea of what's going on with the streets. We have a better idea of how Boba Fett is in general. We see how the huts are, and we see that the Pikes are coming in. Um, it's pretty much all we needed to know in episode one, and we're getting it now in episode three. So, a little disappointed that it's come out so late. Um, but overall, it was not an awful episode. Looking forward to seeing how Boba Fett deals with the Pikes. Are we going to see much more of a strategist in Boba Fett? I'm hoping. I need to see more from him. I'm not really all that excited. Kind of sad. But, like I said, this episode was definitely a better one than the other two. So, hopefully, this trend continues and they continue to do a great job with it. Um, but yeah, I'm assuming they're going to have some sort of war with the Pikes. Not sure how that's going to go. Whether it's going to be a full out war, or if it's just going to be a fight against a few of the Pikes. So we'll see how it goes. But let me know what you guys think about the episode. Do you guys agree with me? Are you guys fans of this series? Or are you guys kind of feeling like me, where it's kind of just like, eh? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. As always, if you like the content you see, please like and subscribe below. Other than that, this is going to be Beastly Eel signing out. Have a good night.